guys, it's Oni Jessie if you don't know me or if you know me or anyway. And in this video I want to share with you guys 5 useful tips for learning Korean language. If you are learning this language or if you want to start, stay with me and watch this video till the end. First of all, I would like to mention that Korean language is not easy language, but if you pay interest for this language, it will be way easier for you to learn it. And now let's start with tips that I recommend you to use, because I have used these tips for learning and they were really very effective. And first tip is avoid romanization. I do not recommend you to use romanization when you learn any other language, but in this language, romanization is your real enemy. Why? I will explain you right now. When you are used to see, like, for example, I say 안녕하세요, 안녕하세요, and you read it as 안녕하세요. So there are several problems with romanization, and when you get used to it, your pronunciation goes wrong and you lose your ability to learn, or it becomes very difficult for you to learn to start reading. Reading is very important part of any language, and if you start with romanization, you will have problems which will last for a long time. That's why do not use romanization. Never ever. When you make your vocabulary, there is a part like word, transcription and translation. Don't write anything in transcription part. You will write only word and only its translation, and you will learn it only in this way. And sometimes there are lots of BTS fans, K-pop fans who want to learn their songs, and they seek it, they surf in the internet and write the name of the song and start learning these songs by romanization. This is wrong. If you want to learn Korean, don't learn them by romanization. Second useful tip is using apps. Nowadays there are a plethora of different apps for learning Korean language, and you can find it no matter if you use iPhone or Android, but you can really find useful apps. I have recorded video about apps. I will post its link down below, and I will also tell you several useful apps which I used myself. It's Talk to Me in Korean, Memrise. These were the most helpful ones. If you want to know more, I recommend you to watch my video about apps. Why is it important to use apps? First of all, the information is always very useful. The information they give, it is very easy. You can learn sentences, you can learn expressions, you can learn words, you can learn grammar only by these apps. And it is way more interesting to learn Korean language with apps rather than with books, because it attracts you, it makes you spend more time on learning a language, and it becomes not dull to learn any language when you use not only books but also several other resources. Third tip, which is very important and very useful, is watching Korean dramas or Korean shows with the subtitles that are in the language you understand. Yes, sometimes people say that it's not good to read subtitles, or it's better to read subtitles in the language that you learn, but if you still don't know Korean well, it won't be effective if you watch Korean dramas and read Korean subtitles. But if you watch them in Korean and read, for example, English subtitles, you will get used and you will learn a lot of new words, because you hear the word and you see the translation. It is really very useful. I would say that Korean dramas and Korean shows have done 50% of my learning, helped me to learn better. That's why I do recommend you to watch dramas and shows with the subtitles that you understand. Fourth important and useful tip is saying all the phrases that you use in your daily life in Korean language. If you're learning Korean, it means that you don't know how to express yourself in Korean well enough. In this way, when you want to say something, take Naver dictionary and seek for its translation. For example, I use this way, it's really very helpful. I came from school and I was very tired, and I said, oh my god, I'm very tired. And I tried to say this in Korean language. I didn't know how was to be tired. And I used Naver and watched its translation. It was pigonada, pigonada, pigoneo. That's why when I was tired, I always said, 너무 피곤해요. If you do in this way, you will learn lots of daily phrases which will be very helpful for you. For example, you go to the supermarket and you want to buy several products. So you say, okay, now we have to buy bread, then we have to buy, for example, potatoes and so on. Try to say all of this in Korean. Use Naver, use dictionary. In this way, you will learn the words way faster than just sitting and learning all the words by heart. And the last but not the least, I want to recommend you watching YouTube videos. If you start learning Korean language alone without a teacher, YouTube videos will be very, very helpful. There are plenty of channels that help you to learn the language. I will put the links in the description box. You'll see, for example, Korean 101 Korean class and Talk to Me in Korean, as I said before. So using several resources, several channels from YouTube will help you to learn first basics, and not only basics but lots of grammar without a teacher. So these were all 5 tips that I used myself, and I can guarantee that they are really very helpful and effective in learning Korean language, and maybe learning any other languages. It's very important to follow these tips to learn the language faster and more effective and appropriately. And if this video was helpful for you, I would like to see your likes and comments down below. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Bye bye.